This week, one of America's most esteemed public high schools got dragged into the swamp of our polarized national politics. New Trier in suburban Chicago is holding a day-long seminar this coming Tuesday. They call it Understanding Today's Struggle for Civil Rights, which has ignited a battle among parents, activists, teachers, and administrators. The syllabus includes topics such as microaggressions, voices from literature, Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter, Take a Knee, Colin Kaepernick, activism and symbols of America, and white privilege in the college admissions process. Now, a Wall Street Journal opinion piece referred to this as Racial Indoctrination Day. The Winnetka School has too many famous graduates to list. Look at them all. What does this high school seminar and the reaction to it, that which it engendered, tell us about the times in which we live? Well, joining me now, two parents of New Trier graduates. Susan Berger, who also went there, supports the seminar day. Tony Duncan, he's got some concerns about the format of the seminar. Tony, let's start with you. What issues do you have with what's going to take place on Tuesday?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me, Michael. It's a pleasure to talk to Susan about something this extremely important. I want to make my position very clear. First off, you'll be hard-pressed to find anybody who actually is against Seminar Day. What it is that most are against is the politicizing of a very nonpartisan issue. Racial equality is something that should not be left or right. It should be something that we approach for one simple value, and that is access to equal education and economic opportunities. So that is what I think is really missing from this seminar, is that we need to get away from the Band-Aid and start looking at an opportunity to make a real cure.
Does that mean that conservative voices should have been given more of an airing?
I think that conservative voices make up the fabric of America, and why shouldn't they have a voice? I think that when we start to politicize things, we take away people that are very, very meaningful for this push for equal equality. I think that when we look at the issues right now, the issues are not racial stimulated, they're economically stimulated. What it is that we need equal education in our communities, and we need economic opportunities. These things are not racial, they are economic, and we need to focus on that. Yes, race is a major issue. My kids deal with racism right now in our community, but it's not what's holding us back. What's holding us back is the economics and the equal education.
Go ahead and respond to that. I know you're eager to do so.
Well, I really think, what makes New Trier is the intellectual curiosity that they're really known for. When I was a junior back in 1968, I participated in a summer seminar at Community Affairs that was an entire summer with 20 kids from the inner city, and 20 kids from New Trier put together for the entire summer. And we learned about each other. We learned about each other's neighborhoods. We did projects in the city where we built a playground. We did role playing, and it was life-changing for a lot of us who ended up with careers that had to do with either community service or, in my case, I'm a reporter. But for most of us who participated that summer, it was really something.
And Susan, one of our children, a son of mine, participated not for a full summer in exactly, they called it Crossbridge, in exactly the kind of interactive program that you were apparently so positively affected by. I guess my question, Tony, is this. Can you address these subjects without them getting politico? Here, from the syllabus, this is what it says for Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter, history, context, and critique. This workshop is designed to provide the historical context for both the Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter movements and examine the implications of both these movements in our lives, schools, and United States. Holy smokes, Tony, you put that on the syllabus, and people are going to have a beef without even hearing more about the way in which the issue will be presented.
And that, I think, is the real issue. And to Susan's point, when she was in high school, it was an entirely different situation. Right now, the situation is that there are economic challenges. We have the wrong ideas when it comes to helping blacks and other minorities achieve racial equality. We need to come together, and we need to say that this is an issue that's not about racism. It's about old racist practices that need to be uplifted to the 2017 status, and that is economic opportunities and equal education. Our kids are not failing because of racism. They're failing because of inadequate schools that are almost criminal. And the fact that we don't get economic opportunities, we get low-wage jobs in our community.
Susan, you
I
get
would
the
say,
final word. Here's my solution. My solution is that Tony ought to be a speaker because I like the idea of what's about to unfold Tuesday, but I think viewpoints like his should be a part of it. You get the final word.
I think all of it makes the kids think and question and debate, and I think that's all really good. I also think what's really good is that the whole community came out. I mean, every seat was taken at a board meeting when they voted on this. 5,000 people signed a petition for the seminar day. It got people thinking, and it got people talking, and I think that's always a good thing.
No
I
doubt.
definitely
There was
support the
one
seminar.
speaker. Yeah, there was one speaker
Go ahead,
at
Susan,
the other
quickly.
night who said that she was embarrassingly uninformed as a Nutra graduate, and she's now a teacher in Boston. And she said she wished she had had this experience.
And again,
Susan,
this is
Tony,
because
thank you
we
so
put
much.
Band-Aids on the cure.
Good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you.